Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Gia Goddess. It's a cold winter day here in Toronto and I'm redoing my How to Attract the Gemini Man video because it was such poor quality, you could hardly see my face and I was burnt AF when I took that last video, so gotta redo that one. Yeah, I'm a Gemini, so I have most of my planets in Gemini. I know the Gemini energy so well. Yeah, I definitely am a lot of Gemini, and I've definitely had a lot of really intense relationships with Gemini men. I guess it's because we're so similar and we just like get each other and we're just on the same wavelength. So the Gemini men. So first of all, Gemini is a mutable sign. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication, also ruled by the third house, the house of communication. So we're 2, our lucky number's 3, we work awesome in pairs and in threes. That's like, creativity is our number one strong power in this world, is our creativity in every form. We are an air sign as well as Libra and Aquarius. Gemini is an air sign, so we're super intellectual, ruled by the mind, very flighty, very all over the place with our thoughts, but definitely see so many sides of every situation, like not just 2, we see like 8 sides of every situation, and we can really put ourselves in other people's shoes in that way. And we definitely need someone to stimulate us mentally, more than even physically, more than emotionally. We need mental stimulation to be satisfied in any relationship. So the Gemini man. I love the Gemini energy, and for me it's like it's pretty easy for me to tell a Gemini man, like the first, maybe 3 minutes of a conversation, like I can definitely tell if they're a Gemini. Extremely witty, extremely intellectual. The conversation will just be flowing and it will be going from subject to subject, just kind of opening your mind with curiosity about these other subjects. And me personally, I'm so curious myself, so when I talk to a Gemini man, I'm just like, we're just like so curious about what the other person is saying. We never shut up. We just keep talking and talking, and sometimes our points won't even be getting across. We'll just be blabbing and like spitting out like knowledge that we've accumulated over the years, and we could just go from subject to subject super fast. But the cool thing about the conversation is like we do speak facts. Like it's not all like mumbo jumbo, whatever the hell. Like we do speak facts. So just know. You can throw a little lie in here and there. Like that's just, might just come off the head, like come off the top of your head. Like, but for the most part, Geminis mean well and they just love talking. So don't get it twisted with like, them being fake. They just love communication, love talking about new ideas, new innovative ideas, and just like really getting to know other people and really communicating and like fearing them out. So the main thing a Gemini man is going to look for in you is if you can keep up with his pace, if you can keep up with the conversation. If you are someone that is curious and actually interested in what they're saying. If you ask questions and you dive deep into what they're saying and just like really kind of like finesse it, they're gonna like that. They're gonna be like, yeah, like this person's into it, and they're gonna want to talk to you more and they're gonna crave your energy. If you give them that comfort and that space to really talk and like open up, they're never gonna shut up. So Geminis, an awesome thing about Gemini men and Geminis in general, we are genuinely curious of you and we want to know about you. We're gonna ask you tons of questions. I mean, more surface level questions when first meeting us. We're not gonna get like too deep and like in your business, but I want to figure you out, like where you're from, what your ethnicity is, like what your favorite food is, just like silly little things. Like Gemini men will really like to talk, just talk and talk and talk, but you gotta keep the conversation interesting. You can't just be asking him his favorite color, how the weather is outside. Like, you gotta keep it interesting, keep it smart, keep it witty. So this man is extremely flighty. He loves conversation, very much so like a Libra. If he's in a room full of people, he's going to be jumping from one person to the next, just depending on, the rest of his chart. But Gemini men are usually very, very extroverted when it comes to communicating in large groups. And genuinely, he's interested in other people. So he has, a number of platonic relationships with females and other males and just anyone. Like, he has tons of relationships, tons of friends. So don't feel like he's not paying attention to you or not giving you enough attention. Like, if you're someone that's insecure about your partner talking to other people or having, other female friends or whatever, this is not the man for you. So just stop watching this. Don't go for a Gemini. Like, if you're looking for someone that's, like, gonna give you their 100 billion% and you're gonna be their entire world and, their whole life drops if you send them a text to, do this for them or come over. Like, no, a Gemini's not gonna do that. Like, a Gemini will put in the same effort you put in, and they will give you their all, but they are not gonna throw away, all their rest of their life just to be with you. Like, Geminis are very, very independent sign, especially like, yeah, the men and the women, but like, men really thrive on their independence. They want to go out with the guys, have a night out, go do whatever they do and, like, come back to you and kind of tell you everything, or go on a short trip for, like, a few weeks and then come back and tell you everything. They don't want a partner that's going to cage them in. That's, like, the biggest fear of a Gemini. Like, we want to be free, we want to fly and do whatever the fuck we want, and, like, we really know what we're doing, even if we seem very, have that nervous energy and have a little bit of, like, the jittery energy that Geminis have, kind of like Virgo. We're both ruled by Mercury, so we kind of have this, like, nervous energy to us, and, like, sometimes people can think that we're really aloof, but, like, we really know what's good. We really know what we're doing, like. So yeah, being very patient with him. If you're looking to settle down with someone, yeah, a Gemini can be extremely committed. Gemini men can be extremely committed. If they're satisfied in a relationship, they love that. They love to have a partner, someone to come home to and to do little cute things for. Like, Geminis love that. But if you're not giving them the space that they need, and if you're not letting them grow in the relationship, it's not going to work. Just not. So you really need to keep this man interested. You need to keep this man interested in you, in what you are, who you are, what you do, your hobbies. You always got to be doing something fun and exciting. I mean, you don't got to, completely go out of your way to be a different person every day, but you definitely peel back the layers slowly while showing him who you are actually at the core, which will probably take a while depending on your sign. Yeah, Gemini wants to stay interested in the relationship. They always want to be able to have something to talk to. They don't want the conversation to get boring, because they're gonna go look for mental stimulation elsewhere if so. So yeah, I mean, don't just, like, tell him everything at once. Just, like, make him wonder, make him wonder about you, make him chase you a little bit, keep some things to yourself, definitely, change the way you look sometimes, maybe, for you, like, only for you. Obviously, don't change anything about you for anyone else, but, just, like, make it fun, be different. Like, a Gemini's not gonna go for you if you're just, like, a blank slate. Like, no, a Gemini needs colorful, abstract painting kind of person. Like, and Geminis kind of love, like, debates. They want you to have your own opinion. They want to be able to like bring you out, show you off, and like if you're talking in a group, they want you to be able to like state your opinion and be strong in it, and like kind of debate with people and debate with them about certain subjects, certain people, whatever. Because it keeps it interesting, and it's like you both are learning something, you both are taking a different side of something and like trying to understand it. And that's like what a Gemini loves. They just love like understanding different points and different people's opinions, different ways of thinking. They're very interested in that. Especially at the starting of the relationship or first meeting, you definitely want to keep the conversation pretty light. Don't get too deep and dark into whatever it is that you're talking about. You don't want to get too like in your feelings or talking about your ex-boyfriend or some shit, you want to keep it pretty light. And you're never really gonna know how a Gemini man feels about you until like you really get to know them, because they can be super nice, super sweet, super flirtatious with you. Maybe they're completely not interested. Gemini is really bad at leading people on, so just keep that in mind when trying to get with the Gemini man. And don't take anything to heart. I do really notice that this sign is extremely gender neutral. Like, a lot of men that I meet are like just super like open, and like they're not scared to go get their nails done with you. They're not scared to, express their femininity, express their feminine side. They're an extremely masculine sign, though. So it's really interesting because they definitely have a ton of masculine energy that overbears. But they're very in touch with their feminine side, too, and they're very open to it. Like, anything you tell a Gemini, they're not going to get offended, really. Like, they're not going to judge you. They're gonna just like really just try to understand what you're telling them. And that's something I love about Gemini men especially. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Like, you're gonna have a friend before anything, and they're gonna want to do things with you and meet your other girlfriends, fucking go have drinks with you and you drink wine and fucking watch Gossip Girl or some shit. I don't know. I don't do that, but do girly things with you, like go shopping, buy you some shoes. Geminis are extremely generous too. Gemini men can be extremely generous if they really like you in a relationship. So you just really got to roll with the waves with this man. Does that make sense? Ride the wave. I gotta ride that wave. Surf that wave. With this man, you gotta ride his waves, like his different personalities. Like, this man has tons of personalities, and he is gonna show you all of them. It's gonna take a while, but he will show you all of them. Some of them you might not like. Maybe you're gonna fall in love with a couple of them. Other ones you're probably gonna hate. That's the Gemini man. Are you willing to deal with that? You gotta think about these things, because it's real. Like, there's different personalities to this man. He is not one man, he has multiple men. Can you deal with multiple men? He needs a very strong, independent woman. Okay? Gemini men go great with Sag women. Sagittarius women, amazing. And both like want the same things. They want freedom, they want expression, they want to travel, they want to figure out different people and be submerged in different cultures and learn, constantly learning and very flighty, and they can do so well in a relationship. Like, I'm always for Gem-Sag relationships because I know a lot of them and they usually turn out very well. So yeah, I'm trying to not make these videos too long because I don't want them to be too long, so I want to get my points across to you guys. And yeah, if you guys have any questions about the Gemini man, if you have any questions about the Gemini in general, and what sign would work really well with the Gemini man. Geminis do too, by the way. Gemini and Gemini can be really awesome, just depending on the rest of the chart. Again, this is totally fun. This Attract the Man series is completely just like for fun, and definitely want to really research the rest of the person's chart before actually, you know, seeing if you're compatible. So just take this pretty lightly, but get you a Gemini man because they are lit. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. You can follow me on Instagram, Gia_goddess. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe to see more videos like this. And if there's any kind of video you'd like me to make next, let me know. Well, until next time, take care, guys.